I'm scared.
Oh god, my hands are so.
How do I do this again? All right, this is it. We're not looking back anymore. We're not. We're not. Oh. Okay. Oh, boobs. The breastfeeding boobs. I hope the audio is recording. I hope the camera is recording. I hope the light is to your liking. I promise you cannot get sick through this camera. We're here. Bruh, we here. Who cares? This is it. This is it. No more obstacles getting in the way because the obstacle is the way. That's it. That's all. Moving forward. Moving forward, I'm here. This is where I am. Okay? Sick and all, irritated and all, audio not working and all, but it's working now. We here. We are back. We're here to stay. And I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to talk. Hey, tribe. How are you doing? It has been so long. If you're watching this video right now, if this video even reached anybody right now, thank you for taking the time to to be here. Thank you. Your girl. If you've been here for a while, then you know I tried to come back here in this space after Le Bebe was born. And it's so crazy because I look back at that video and I'm just like, girl, you were not ready in any way, shape, or form. I wasn't. I wanted to be. I wanted to come back, but I was in a heavy state of delusion. And maybe I am still a little delulu, but I have gotten to a point in my journey where this being here is a part of my healing. Being here is a part of me getting back to me getting back to Keeb despite the obstacles, despite being sick, despite not feeling 100% comfortable with the things that I'm about to share with you guys in this new season of my life, because I know that there's no growth in the comfort zone. So we're going to be here, y'all. And some days I'm going to look crazy. Some days I'm going to be a little more put together, wearing red to channel confidence, while I'm congested and sipping tea. That being said, I made a promise to myself that December was going to be the month that I re-enter. And when I tell you I have been sick 3 times for the month of December, like it's like I got sick and then I would get better and then I would start going back to the gym and I would try to go hard because I feel like have to make up for it, and then I get sick again and then I go make up for it, and then this is the 3rd time now I'm sick and I'm really tired of it, but I get it. I'm being told to rest. I have a lot of underlying stress. And as much as I feel like I've made a lot of progress in my healing journey, I still have a lot of things that I'm working through. But I don't think I need to be in the shadows anymore with that process. I think it's time to share because at the end of the day, I'm not alone. As alone as I've felt at times, I know the truth. This is the devil trying to make me feel like, oh, you alone. I'm not alone. I'm not. So to be to start the transparency, guys, I've been gone for a while. It started with um, I'm gonna try not to make this video super long, but it started with the pandemic time, a time where most of us, went through a lot emotionally. I kind of took the pandemic a little differently. I knew the world was kind of changing forever, and I had a lot of like mourning to do. I didn't know what was going to happen next. It was a really big transition time for me. I ended up moving. I left LA. Um, I picked up on a whim and moved to Texas, y'all. Like, okay, let's see what happens. Um, I I did get into a relationship, which y'all, you know, saw publicly, and I did get pregnant, and that pregnancy was not planned. And the relationship was like a movie in the beginning, and I guess it ended like a movie too, like a horror movie. Um, that relationship nearly finished me, like, emotionally and mentally, and it coincided. We're good. We're good. Okay, we're good. I thought I was gonna be able to come in here and give y'all a little synopsis and just be good. But anyways, here we are. Cry baby. The experience of that relationship paired with um, postpartum, being pregnant, it was just the most vulnerable time in my life, and I ended up needing protection from the person that I needed to protect me. Um, and without kind of getting into everything right now, that relationship ended up being abusive. And I never thought that I would be someone that would have ended up where I ended up. I felt like I did a lot of work internally. Um, I saw my father growing up not be the best partner or father. And I somehow thought that I had worked past that. I thought that I was at a place that would never be my story because I would never be with somebody like him. That's what I that's what I thought. I thought I was good. I thought I did the work. And I was humbled. I was humbled. I ended up with someone exactly like my father, and in my opinion, worse. I guess, I can only speak from my perspective. I was only the person watching him from the child's perspective, not the person in the relationship with him. So, but her father did things that my father never did, never did. I don't, I don't want to share any of this from a standpoint of gossip or just telling y'all like just putting my business out there. But I do also understand the value in being honest because, like I said, you can feel very alone. And I know that there are people that are going through what I went through that in the moment, they don't even want to admit to themselves that what they're going through isn't right, isn't okay. Or they have no idea how to recover from that. And as much as I don't have it all figured out, I don't have all the answers, I've definitely experienced things throughout this process that I would love to share with you guys. If you are recovering from abuse in any form, depression in any form, whether that is postpartum depression, whether that's, maybe we carry in trauma from our ancestors at this point. So it's not even just us. There's a lot of generational things that we carry that sometimes we're not aware of. And you guys know I've always shared like a plethora of things with you guys, from hair stuff, fashion stuff, to eating and wellness and just different things that I experience, because I find it hard to be a niche because I'm not a niche person. Like, there's so many different things that I'm interested in. But right now, um, I hope y'all see that booger. But right now, my healing is my main priority, because if I don't make sure that I'm good, then I can't really raise a solid human being who has the tools to navigate life in general, and not just from a not I'm really just fucking crying too much. No, tissue. Okay. Not the unicorn, not the unicorn tissue, because it was Kai's birthday. All right. Shout out to my girl Danita. She hooked me up with some healing teas. That's why I'm even feeling better enough to be here right now. Okay. I don't remember the last thing that I was saying now. My healing journey is the main thing right now in my life. It is one of my main focuses. And I'm taking the approach from a very holistic standpoint. And I found that that's been the most effective for me. So there are supplements that I've had to take that have helped me to regulate my nervous system. But what people also don't realize is that abuse causes brain damage. Like, your actual brain can become rewired. And I find that within our community, Black community specifically speaking, abuse around Black women specifically is so normalized that people act often like, they didn't punch you in the face directly and tell you I'm going to kill you right now, so you good. Like, if it's not that, we think that it's not abuse. It's just so disconnected from the damage that is being caused on a day-to-day basis to Black women as a whole. And because it's so normalized, and we're just expected to just take everything and always be the bigger person and always move with grace and always take the high road and not talk about it. Because if you talk about it, one, you're the crazy girl who's bitter, okay? Or you're tacky. And so we suffer in silence, because we have to be gracious and graceful and strong and not look crazy, because anything we do is perceived as all of those negative things. And I just don't care. I don't care anymore. I know that there is power in vulnerability, and I've always been very transparent with you guys. I've always shared a lot with you guys. And this channel has always been about authenticity. And so I've never wanted to come here unless I could be fully authentic with you guys or bring something of value. I didn't want to come here and just be emo, because that's how I was feeling. But I also couldn't come here on a consistent basis and be like, hey guys, yeah, everything's great. I'm a machine and I can just do makeup tutorials and teach you all these fun things that it wasn't relating to my life. I was drowning. Like, there's no way I could be here in this capacity, because if you follow me on Instagram, I've been able to like show up there in pockets, right, in pieces. And if you follow YouTube Shorts, then you know I'm able to show up in the Shorts area in pieces, because that's what I've been able to give, is just pieces. And YouTube long form like this requires me to give a lot more. And I haven't felt like I've been able to do that at all. And the doubt in my head of how I'm even going to show up here in a way that's authentic but still adding value, and I didn't know how I could do that. And I felt very overwhelmed with everything that I've been working through. And so I think going back to the basics of transparency with you guys and authenticity is just how I'm going to show up here again. This is not going to be a space with these like overly sexy edited videos, which would be amazing. And opportunities will probably come and flow for that type of content as, you know, as we continue this journey and restart this journey. But it's going to be just very real and honest with y'all about the conversations that I've had to have with myself, my therapist, and the things that have really helped me. Because even if you are not recovering from an abusive relationship, a lot of us just aren't okay right now. And so a lot of the things that the tools that I've acquired, I think could just help a lot of us feel better in general. And to be fair with you guys, showing up here again is such a big part for me in my healing journey, and opening up my throat chakra to say, like, I'm about to use my voice because I know that God did not put me through everything that I experienced for me to just be silent and for me to hold that in and not talk about it. He knew that I wouldn't be quiet forever. He knew that I was going to be able to get it together enough to show up for y'all and talk about what's happened in a way that is helpful, and in a way that is healing. So, that being said, I'm here to stay because if this video made it on the tube, then that means it's real. I told myself I'm not posting another coming back video unless I understand exactly what's coming next. So I'm here. Thank you for even making it this far in the video. Yeah, I'm excited at the same time as much as I'm scared and uncomfortable, because I'm excited for the growth that's going to come from this and to get even closer to you guys. So, yeah. And as much as I'm crying right now, y'all, I'm doing so much better. I'm just a very emotional type person, and the tears be flowing. So please don't take that as I'm just a wreck right now, but I am emotional, and I understand my emotions are actually part of my superpower, so I own that now. I don't think it's something I have to be ashamed of. So I understand my emotions are something that make me actually incredible. It's the holiday season. I know y'all got your family, your fun, your food, or maybe you're just chilling, whatever it is. I didn't want to take up too much of your time, but I want to tell y'all I'm back, and that these next videos are going to be very transparent about what has helped me heal. This is not about to be a space of just bashing and complaining, because I don't want to go back to those feelings. I would rather just stay in a state of solutions and sharing to heal, not sharing just to. And another thing. Sometimes that's necessary. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you need to get that off your chest, and that's what your therapist is for, and your friends are for. But yeah, I'm excited. Thank you for making it this far. Y'all, cheers to a beautiful, prosperous, successful, abundant, courageous, powerful 2025. You feel me? Oh, baby, if we were wounded, we are now healed, okay? If we were broken, we putting the pieces back together, okay? We not pretending for nobody. We go show up authentically, okay? We go find the resources. We go do what we got to do. We go be honest with ourselves, okay? So we could do the work and get to where we need to go. It's been a journey. I'm happy that I'm here, though, now. Yeah. All right, check. Comment below. Let me know what y'all need to know, what y'all want to know, what y'all been dealing with. And I can share with you what I've learned from that. And if I don't know, then maybe I can bring someone on that does know in a higher capacity. We can do that. But yeah, I'm back. I'm back, and I'm different. I'm really different. Yeah. All right, y'all. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.
Whispered that she don't drink, said that she rollin'. Hope I don't think that just that we smoke.
smoke that I'm gon' hit